Hi everyone, and welcome to Spirit Speaks Oracle readings. My name is Tessa, and I'm so happy to have you here with me today. This is going to be a reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs as the new moon moves into Libra on October 21st. New moons are always a time for new beginnings, so this would be a perfect time for you to set new intentions for what you'd like to see come forward in your life. The first card deck that I'm going to use for you is the Ask Your Guides Oracle deck. Let's see what we can learn from your spirit guides around this new moon in Libra. Okay, the muses are coming forward with a message around discontent. Okay, your muses. It looks like this must be you here. These must be your different muses. And perhaps they're not coming through as strongly as they should be at this time. We do have the number 8 at the bottom of this card, which could be an angel number that you could check into to further clarify the message. Typically 8s symbolize wealth, but the key words around this card are dissatisfaction, seeking, searching, and conclusions. Sooner or later in our evolutionary process, each of us begins to realize that it's not the having that fulfills our soul, but rather it's the act of creating that brings us satisfaction. Contentment in what we've created, no matter how grand, inevitably subsides, and our creative juices once again long to flow. That's why the once ideal partner ceases to mesmerize, the perfect job eventually becomes mundane, and the great adventure becomes tedious. Although there's a lot to be said for enjoying what we have now, we must nevertheless respect the fact that our basic nature as creative beings is to create. Without the process, we can't be fully content, at least not for long. Your muses are present, and they call on you now to embrace your creative discontent and undertake new projects. Their message: see your frustration as a longing to learn more, expand more, dare more, and create more. Okay, Gemini, around this new moon and these new beginnings, create a new project. Follow what you're passionate about, what you love, and take part in something along those lines. Okay, it could be a new hobby for you. Here we have, the mask for the theater and the harp. That could be, music, like going to see an orchestra. We have dance, could be the ballet, but whatever calls to you, you are being called to create in your life, okay? So look forward to these new projects. And the second card deck that I'm going to use for you is actually my tarot deck. I'm going to pull 3 cards for you around the energy of this new moon in Libra. Okay, well, Gemini, along with your discontent, you're being asked to view things from a different perspective, okay? We have the Hangman here. This gentleman is actually got this halo around his head, so he's being enlightened. He's seeing things through the eyes of spirit, okay? He's having faith, he's making that connection, and he's making a choice to see things differently. So there is a change for you coming through during this new moon. Be open-minded and open to seeing things in a new perspective, not just from one particular angle, and that should help you out during this time. We have a lot of love here. We have the Queen of Cups, okay? So this could be you, Gemini, very loving, very emotionally mature individual. We know that water is your emotions, and the cups, the suit, is the suit of love. The Queen she's looking at the Eucharist here. What a grand, beautiful cup that is. That's the sacrifice and the love that Jesus gave when he died for our sins. And she herself, as a leader, as an authority figure, is thinking about that love and sacrifice, and thinking of how she can give that type of love, and also how she can be nurturing. These little water nymphs signify that nurturing, motherly aspect. So This is you, Gemini. Make sure that perhaps you need to have a different perspective. You need to come from a place of love during this time. Make sure that what energy you are sending out is positive energy of love and abundance, okay? And that's what you will receive back. And then have strength, okay? Here we have you taming your inner beast, so to speak, your wild side. This is you, Gemini. You have the infinity symbol above your head here, okay? So that's limitless possibilities and endless possibilities for you. And it takes great strength and courage, you know, lions symbolize courage, to face this untamed nature, this potential fear. It could be a fear of yours, but Spirit is asking you to be strong and remember that you have this gentle and caring and nurturing nature, okay? This is the energy, this is the frequency you want to put out into the world, into your current life around this new moon in Libra, okay? Harmonize and balance your relationships and bring forward your love to the world. Some of you might actually see lions around this time, maybe on a logo, maybe at the zoo or something like that, which could be a confirmation of this reading for you. And the last card deck that I'm going to use for you is my Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. Let's see what shamanic wisdom would like to guide you during this new moon. Okay, Gemini. Ooh, a beautiful card, the Earth Keeper. Okay, I pulled the Earth Keeper for you. We have this beautiful woman here. She has all these feathers, maybe some form of an angel. We have both the full moon and new moon represented, as well as the Earth here. So full moon, new moon, that's endings and beginnings, okay, around this particular new moon in Libra. We have the number 18 at the top of the card, which could be an angel number that you could check into to further clarify the message the Earth Keeper is bringing to you today. Just as you're involved in co-creating your world, you are also responsible for its well-being. The Earth Keepers are dedicated to the stewardship of the earth and all life. They choose to hold the sacred dream of a planet where all beings live in peace and where the rivers and the air are clean. Remember that everything you do has an impact for 7 generations. Okay, Gemini? So take a good look around at your earth. Make sure you're being mindful of the environment. If you get a chance, you know, do some clean up litter. My daughter and I actually, a couple times a year, we will go with a bag and one of those little grabby stick things and clean up the creek that we live nearby, because sometimes we'll see trash start to build up along the riverbanks, and we don't want that in the water systems. But be mindful, try to recycle. Remember that everything you do now has an impact on 7 generations, it says. So maybe adopt some more environmentally friendly routines. Again, I actually I wash my sink out with baking soda and vinegar, as well as my bathtub and things like that, because it deodorizes and it also sanitizes, and both of those ingredients are edible, okay? So they're not harmful in the least bit. They do a pretty good job. You have to put a little elbow grease in there sometimes. And it's safe for my kid and my cats, and it's safe for the water system, okay? So there's simple things that you can do each day to be a little more mindful as you co-create your world. The invitation says, you have outgrown your small dream of success and achievement and are ready to dream big, with possibilities beyond your wildest expectations. Take on the mantle of the Earth Keeper and reach out to a friend in need whom you may not have been in touch with for some time. Take care of your pets and feed the strays that come by. Clean up your yard, as this is a reflection of your relationship to the earth. Grow the sacred dream, and your personal life will flourish. Remember, it's not about me any longer, okay? So it says, again, the essence of the Earth Keeper, it says, just as you're involved in co-creating your world, you are also responsible for its well-being. The Earth Keepers are dedicated to the stewardship of the earth and all life. They choose to hold the sacred dream of a planet where beings live in peace and where the rivers and the air are clean. Remember that everything you do has an impact for 7 generations, okay? So Gemini, you're being called during this new moon with these new beginnings to co-create your world of peace, to co-create your world of love, and to be a good steward. Take care of the environment. Here in the Strength card, yes, we have this woman. This is you, Gemini. This could relate to your pets. Again, take good care of your pets, as well as any strays in your potential neighborhood. If you can compost, I go down to the creek near where we live and I compost on occasion, vegetable scraps from when I'm cooking dinner for the wildlife. I'm fortunate to live in a absolutely beautiful area, and we have bunnies and lots of squirrels, geese, ducks. I know there's raccoons out there, and I don't want to attract the raccoons to my yard because I have cats. But yeah, I give back those vegetable scraps, since I don't directly put it in my garden, to the creek. If you have the ability to do that, that's something else that you could do to help your environment and the local wildlife within it. But during this new moon, you are being asked to surrender and have faith, okay? And change your perspective, all right? Be more mindful of the world that you're trying to co-create. And if you're feeling a little discontentment, dissatisfaction, pick up a new hobby. Join a river cleanup. Join a cause around your community that will fulfill your soul, okay? And even better if it's something that you create yourself. You'll have to let me know how this works out for you, Gemini. Please leave a message for me in the comment section and share your story around this new moon and these new beginnings. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I know I did. If you did, please like and subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you as my new YouTube friend, and I'd love to grow the spiritual community as big as I can get it. Take care of yourselves out there, and I will see you later.